So as they come in to fit the Sumi, okay, as soon as they sit down, I'm gonna let go and grab his leg or his pant. Okay. And it's the tilt that gets you the ability to get your legs in the triangle and yank this one in and go for that twisted knee bar, right? Take the Sumi.
Right.
Right.
And as you hit the dirt, your left hand grabs the
Right. Right. And this one is important because I need to keep him coming down with me in order to steer him.
Sure.
So I'm going to eventually have like this leg and that shoulder, and I need to be able to steer him. So as they come in to fit the Sumi, okay, as soon as they sit down, I'm going to let go and grab his leg or his pant. Okay. And it's the tilt that gets you the ability to get your legs in the triangle and yank this one in and go for that twisted knee bar, right? And if he slips that back out, okay, we've got all of our heel hook follow-ups.
Excellent.
Wait. Try.
Sure. So, big rip, step in, catch. I brought him the wrong way, huh?
Yep.
Damn.
So don't worry about being way back here.
When you're grabbing, you're getting.
Yeah. Get right on the shoulder. Okay. This cross leg comes over here. Okay, and I'll try and go slow. Okay. So as we go through here, this is why I want to pull him.
I gotcha.
Because the more I pull him straight here, he's just going to take a step, right? And then I'm not going to get access to that leg. Okay. But if I'm right about here blocking his leg, okay, and I pull him sideways and then I lift his leg up, and then you kick, there's your leg.
Gotcha.
So it's a little harder on somebody who's got longer legs like Jake or that's taller than you. You have to really.
I wasn't sure which way to steer him. I hopped in and then I felt like I was already pushing him the wrong way.
Yeah. Let him know you're not happy that he's taller than you.
Hop in, and as I
Yep, catch.
cross
Good, but don't roll. Let him go and then kick your leg behind his.
under,
Yeah.
probably Jake's turn at this point.
That was something different.
It was simpler with the legs at the end, but I like getting that, what'd you call it, twisted knee bar? That's pretty sweet.
Plus, it gives me access to both of his legs. So if I come in and I get a hold
Right, he
here,
brings that under right away.
right? Even if I don't have something here, even if I have to do this, I've still got access to both of his legs. And when he starts trying to turn out, it's pretty difficult for him to do that. Okay, if I only have one leg, he can turn out a heck of a lot easier. So doing both legs with ashigarami is a lot more difficult, especially getting them on one side so it's easy to hold on to them. You're kind of stuck here, right? And you can still do this, but again, it takes up both of your hands, one on either side. So he starts turning and trying to get out of it. He'll eventually get one leg out, and then you're going, that's the time you're going after it. But when you've got it into the Ashi Sankaku here, you've got them all on one side. You could technically hold his legs and keep him from escaping just with one arm and your legs. So again, off balancing here is super key, which is why I don't want to go way down here because I won't be able to pull his shoulders sideways. Okay, so in, catch, move him, and then he'll be right there. So as this leg sweeps this way, right, because I've kicked his hips up, that opens this leg up, and you catch. Okay, if I can't get that leg to move sideways, then I'm gonna have to go in for Ashigarami right there. Okay, but the idea is move his hips up, come back down and catch right through there. And then now I have access to both of his
And
legs.
both of his handles was how he was turning my hips.
Yeah, see the triangle. Yeah, the triangle with the legs in the back. That's parking in there. So
So again, we're through here. I pulled him down this way so that his shoulder's down. I lift up, but most of the time that's not enough, right? So you kick his hips up with your foot, and then you triangle. And then pull him back into your armpit, reach up and grab. And you can bow and arrow him. More of the classic. Okay. So you have to get that leg and his hips to kind of kick up like this so that your free leg can just come up and catch a hold of it. So, right through there like that. Yeah, there you go. Nice, Jake. Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick on here.
The other one was the sleeve grip, or was it lapel?
Doesn't really matter. It's the shoulder's the important part. Good
Gripping it
question.
the wrong way, that's what I was doing. Up, kick, collect,
Nope.
underneath, there you go.
There you
Okay.
go. See? And again, if you can't get that kick and his hips to clear, you still have the Ashigarami on the leg that you're holding. So, your turn. Nice. Fail, right? So. So in that case, I didn't get the kick, or I couldn't get him. Maybe he's too tall. You just go right into the Ashigarami. So it's kind of nice because you have backups
Yeah.
all the way through. Who's next?
Go.
Yep.
And it switches up to that way.
There you go. Good. And then
Boy, I felt like I was a long ways away from it the whole time.
so one of the things to remember is that you're trying to off balance him. So when you're on the ground, you're trying to get his hands to be on the mat, and that gives you access to his hips. It's kind of the same thing here. So if we come in and I catch through here, but I haven't unbalanced him.
Right, I wasn't
Okay.
controlling his hips well.
Right, but sometimes they sniff it out. They know what you're doing and they kind of sag out a little bit, right? So in cases like that, I can either switch through to the Ashigarami, right?
Yeah.
Or I can try and off balance him again. So in this case, instead of kicking him that way, I'm going to kick him more over that way with my foot, right? And then we can have control again on him. I still probably won't get the Ashi Sankaku, but I'll still get the Ashigarami because I'm able to off balance him that way. So if I have you in here like this, right? You know, it's the same idea. I want to try and pull you forward so that your hands are now on that mat and it gives me easy access to your hips. Because I'm not going to be able to get that if you're just floating over me like there, right?
Right.
Because you're just going to move your feet around wherever the heck you want or put all your weight on it, okay? And I can't really knock you down very well. I've got to get way, way underneath. And even then, his foot is still
Struggle, yeah.
flat there, right? So finishing from here is, you know, pretty impossible. I've got to knock him down some way. And you just use your anchor leg to kick him over. You can also come back through and shove him with both feet. Or there's some other reverse X stuff that you can do, but let's try and get it to where you fail and then you kick. go for the ashi.
Okay. I'm gonna go first. I'm not. Yeah.
Good.
So I missed the double leg, and I'm just switching that sankaku onto that to go for the single. I turned that the
Yep.
wrong way.
No, you had it. So, the one thing you can avoid though is that switching your foot on the other side.
Okay, I thought I needed to switch to get the leverage to twist him over or
No,
something.
because you're switching your angle of your kick. So
Okay.
instead of coming in and kicking that way,
Right.
like that, to
Right.
get his hips to kind of fishtail, right? I'm just gonna go straight. So it's still on the same thigh,
Okay.
right? So if I kick and try and get his hips to fishtail again, it's not gonna work. But I can switch a little bit angle, and instead of going that way, I'm gonna go that way. So the
Okay.
foot's still in the same position, the kick angle is just different. And I'm still gonna try and pull up here. So pull, kick, pull. Okay? And then you're there. Worst case scenario, he puts his hand down on the mat and it's the same exact thing. Okay, so we're through here. Go ahead and post that hammer. All right? Because by posting his hand, his weight's forward, that frees up his hips. So he can't really put pressure down to keep you from manipulating his hips into your grips. So either way, you're pretty good, but still like that.
Okay. I'm up again.
Okay, there you go, nice.